Adam lived in a town with his son, James. His wife died when James was just 4. He didn't want to live, but he stayed alive for James. He worked in a rich man's house as a housekeeper. His boss, Mr. Harry, was kind. Adam was satisfied with the job. James was 10 now. He stayed home alone and waited for Adam. One evening, James sat at the table, doing his homework. He looked at the clock.
Oh no. Dad won't be home before 9.
He sighed. He put his pencil down and rested his face in his hands.
If Mom was here,
he whispered,
I wouldn't feel so alone.
His eyes moved around the room.
This house would be full of sounds. I'd tell her everything. She'd listen. Maybe I'd even have a brother or sister.
A small smile came to his face, but then faded. After homework, he took out his drawing book and started drawing. Hours passed. The doorbell rang. James jumped up and ran to the door. He opened it and saw Adam standing there.
Dad! I missed you so much!
He hugged him tightly. Adam smiled and kissed his head.
I missed you too.
He walked into the kitchen.
So, what should we make tonight, little boss?
James thought for a second.
Can we have noodles and fruit salad?
Adam chuckled.
Done.
While Adam cooked, James sat at the table, swinging his feet and talking.
I drew a spaceship today. It had stars and a robot inside.
A robot, huh? Maybe one day it'll cook dinner for us.
Adam joked. Soon, dinner was ready. They sat and started eating. James smiled.
These are yummy.
James was almost done when Adam added more noodles to his plate.
You need more fuel, Space Captain,
Adam said. James giggled.
Yes, Chef.
Adam laughed. One evening, James waited for Adam like always. The doorbell rang. He ran and opened the door, smiling. Then froze.
Uncle Harry?
James blinked.
Where's Dad? He didn't come?
Harry's face was wet with tears. He knelt down and hugged James tightly.
Dear, your dad won't come now.
James pulled back, scared.
Why?
Harry held him closer.
James, listen,
He said softly.
your dad had a heart attack. He couldn't survive.
James' lips moved, but no words came. Tears spilled down his cheeks. He burst into tears. After the funeral, Harry took James to his home. Harry walked into the lounge with James. Elizabeth frowned. Sarah and Michael were on the couch, watching cartoons. Harry smiled.
Sarah, Michael. This is James. Your Uncle Adam's son.
Sarah turned and said,
"Hi, James."
Michael glanced at him, then back to the TV. James sat quietly on the edge of the sofa. Harry went to his room. Elizabeth followed.
"Why did you bring him here?"
she asked. Harry sighed.
Elizabeth. Adam had no one else. Where would I leave James?
"You could have left him at an orphanage,"
she replied coldly. Harry said firmly,
No. He will stay here. That's final.
Elizabeth turned and walked away. Harry got James admitted to Sarah and Michael's school. One afternoon, they came home from school. James was taking off his shoes. Elizabeth entered the room.
"Sarah, Michael, come to the kitchen. Lunch is ready."
She looked at James.
"James, put the clothes in the cupboard. Then clean the house."
James nodded slowly. Sarah frowned.
"Mom,"
Elizabeth spoke sharply,
"come to the kitchen,"
and walked out. Sarah sighed and followed. Michael went too. James folded the clothes. Tears rolled down, but he wiped them fast. Then he picked up the duster. An hour later, Elizabeth returned.
"James, go eat. Your sandwich is on the table."
James nodded. He went to the kitchen, sat down, and picked up his sandwich. A tear fell from his eye. That night, Sarah told Harry everything.
"Dad, I can't believe Mom can treat James like that,"
she said sadly. Harry gently patted her head.
Don't worry. My child. I'll talk to her.
Later, after dinner, Elizabeth brought tea to Harry in the bedroom. Harry looked at her.
Elizabeth. What you did today with James. It wasn't right.
She frowned.
"So Sarah told you?"
Harry nodded. Elizabeth crossed her arms.
"If he stays, he must work."
Harry looked up.
I'll send him to a boarding school.
Elizabeth paused, then said,
"Fine. That's better."
She turned and left the room. Harry was waiting for James's final exams. One evening, he didn't come home from work. Elizabeth had a headache. Sarah was studying for her tests. Michael was watching cartoons. From her room, Elizabeth called,
"Sarah, please bring me a painkiller. And warm some milk."
Sarah replied,
"Mom, I'm busy. Ask Michael."
Michael didn't move. Elizabeth sighed and closed her eyes. James quietly left his homework. He warmed the milk, found the medicine, and brought it in.
"Aunt, take this."
Elizabeth opened her eyes.
"You?"
James smiled. She looked surprised.
My own children didn't help. Why did you?
James said,
When I was 4, my mom died. I don't remember her love. But I see how you love Sarah and Michael. Now I know how it feels.
Tears filled Elizabeth's eyes. She hugged James.
I'm your mom now. You're my son.
James cried quietly. Just then, Harry and Sarah walked in. They saw them and smiled. Moral: love doesn't need blood, just care.